Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock and it's Boxing Day. First of all, Merry Christmas. I know you've probably heard this a million times at this point, but Merry Christmas. I hope you had a great Christmas day. I'm filming this before Christmas, but I really hope that I spent the entire Christmas day sleeping and waking up only to eat and watch Doctor Who. If that happened, then that was an incredible Christmas. However, it's Boxing Day, and by Boxing Day, everyone's sick to death of turkey, they're sick to death of Christmas, they're sick to death of Christmas movies. So what is there that you should do? Well, that's right, you should learn some magic. Now, every year on Magic TV, on Christmas Day, I have done a lecture for free on YouTube, kind of just teaching some of my favorite tricks. Now, there's no difference this year. We are actually going to be doing exactly the same thing. However, it's on Boxing Day instead of Christmas Day, so you're looking at it right now. And the reason is, I didn't want it to clash with what I did with Penguin Magic. So if you don't know, I did, along with Clarissa Hendricks and Eric Tate, the three of us bought back the Penguin Holiday Special. And you can go and watch that now. We teach magic, we do singing and dancing and sketches, and we're mildly offensive. If you like the Penguin Holiday Specials that Dan Harlan and Scott Alexander used to do, then you'll probably love this. So you can go and check that out on Penguin now. It's free. Just go and put it in your cart, click add to cart, it'll go into your account, and it's free. And I think it's about 4 hours long. I was trying to figure out with Michael what I was going to do on this Magic TV Christmas special, and the last couple of years I've kind of just taught 2 or 3 tricks and taught them how they're done, and I was thinking I wanted to try and do something slightly different this year. And one of the questions that has come up over and over again over the course of this year is, I want to get into coin magic. How do I get into coin magic? I don't really know where to start. What's the best advice that you can give for coin magic with regular coins? And I think that now more than ever, there's a lot of people that are wanting to get into coin magic. And it's a very difficult kind of genre to get into. With card magic, you can learn 1,000 different self-working card tricks and do them immediately. There's instant gratification. With coin magic, that's not the case. With coin magic, it's difficult. It takes practice. It's why a lot of people don't do it. And it's very difficult to decide where to start and what to learn. And you know what? Over Christmas, in December, I think I've done about 7 million gigs. It feels like 7 million. It might be slightly less. But a lot of those gigs have been close up. And the ones that are close up, I've done a lot of coin magic. And in many of them, I was doing a parlor show to about 20 or 30 people. And when I do a parlor show, I always have like this coin set that I do. And I talk about how I love coin magic. I'm going to perform some of the classics of coin magic for them. And it's only 4 regular coins. And it's basically taking ideas and principles that have been around since time began and basically just performing some of the classics of coin magic. And I thought, rather than just doing like a lecture where I teach like 3 random ideas, I'd perform for you like a 10-minute set with coins. And I'll break it down and teach you how it works. And that way, anybody who wants to get into coin magic can watch this performance and I'll break down how everything works. And Michael and I thought that was a really good idea, so that's what we're going to do. And so I'm going to start off performing for you a little act using nothing more than a glass. I say nothing more than a glass, there is something else. There's also a piece of nothing. That is a piece of nothing. You see, when you're doing coin magic, you have to use your imagination. This is my imagination. See, this looks like a piece of nothing, but if I rub the invisibility off, that actually turns into a coin. Not just any coin, but that is a Morgan dollar. If nothing else, this is an illusion of quality. Now let me do that again. I take another piece of nothing. I take that nothing, and all I have to do is rub that nothing, and when I do, it turns into another Morgan dollar. That one is Morgan dollar number 2. That's the first one. This is the second one. 1, 2. The third one's right there. Can you see it there, Michael? Yeah. If I take that third one, see, it just appears. The weird thing is, if I want to make a fourth one appear, I snap my fingers, and it's right there on the table with the other 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, 4 coins. Now I've got 4 coins, I can do the trick. Now the trick is not making the coins appear. The trick is making the coins penetrate. That's right, I can actually make these coins penetrate. I can make them go solid through solid. If you're here, you can examine the coins. You could examine the close-up pad. You could examine the table. These are real coins. I tell you this because I'm going to push them through the solid table. That's right, through the solid table. Now this hand goes underneath to catch the coins, because if I don't catch them, I'm going to fall on the floor. This hand stays on top of the table. I just do this, listen. It takes a second for that first coin to go right through the solid table. That's coin number 1. Now that leaves us with 3. You might have missed it, so I'm going to do it again. Now the first coin went through the table. This time you know what's going to happen. Watch. Don't worry about these. This one goes under the, my hand goes under the table, obviously. These two go here. Watch this one. There you go. That's the second one right there through the table. 2 coins have gone through. Now, to be clear, so we understand the situation, 2 coins are left to go. 2 coins have gone. Watch the next one. 2 underneath. Don't worry about this one. Watch this one. As that one goes right through the table. That's coin number 3. Leaves us with 1 final coin. The last coin's the hardest one because you know exactly what's going to happen. I tell you what, I'll put it right there in the middle. These 3 go underneath. I'm not even going to pick this up. I'm going to leave it on the table. And just for you guys, I'll go in reverse and I'll push the coins up through the table. Now, I know what you're thinking. You think, well, that's pretty impressive. You can push coins through a solid table. What else can you do? Well, to be honest, that is what the glass is there for. Because you see, the other thing that I can do is I can actually make solid. Well, I've shown you I can make solid go through solid, but the other thing that I can do is I can actually take these coins and I can make them travel into this glass. Watch the 4 coins, watch the glass, because all I have to do is squeeze. And as I do, the first coin goes right there into the glass. Now, you might have missed it, so I'll do it again. Look, 1 coin goes into the glass, 3 coins left. All I have to do is squeeze, and the second one goes right there into the glass. I've rolled my sleeves up, so you know it's not going up the sleeve or across the chest or anything like that. And also, please notice, this hand remains shut until the coins have gone. I don't open that hand at any point. And yet, even though the hand remains shut, the coins travel. That's coin number 3. So to be clear, 3 coins have made their journey. 1 coin is left to go. Watch the 3 coins. More importantly, watch that last coin, because you don't see it go. You don't hear it go, but it goes. That would be coin number 4. So we've made the coins penetrate through the solid table. We've made the coins jump from one place to another. The problem is, when I do the thing with the glass, people say, well, Craig, you're making a fist around the coins. So maybe something was happening. So I'll tell you what, I'll put the coins on the table into a square formation. I'll do the same trick, but I won't even touch them. I have 4 cards. I have 4 kings. Do you know why I have 4 kings, Michael?
No.
This is a 4 king good trick. Ha-ha! Ba-dum. Watch. Coin number 1 goes there. Coin number 1 goes there. This one goes here. This one goes here. Now the leader coin, to be clear, the leader coin is this one. Actually, no. Let's make the leader coin over there by you. That'll probably be easier for you to watch. Okay, here we go. The first coin. Let's do this one. The first coin is going to jump to join the leader coin. It looks like this. 1, 2, 3. See, it just jumps right there to join the leader coin. Now, you might have missed it. A lot of people do. So I'll do it again. This time, I'll have this one go. It's almost like real magic. It's not, but it is almost like real magic. The last one, I just do this, I do this, I do this. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. And I don't even touch the coins. Now, for the big finish, I have to bring everything full circle. What do I mean by bringing everything full circle? Well, for the finish, I have to make the coins disappear. Luckily, magicians have really cool things that we can use to make things disappear. That is an invisible hole. And that invisible hole right there will make the coins disappear. We'll start off with this one. Then we'll use these 3. But watch this one first. All I do is just drop it right there into the hole, at which point it disappears, never to be seen again. Now, you might have missed it, so let me do it again for you. Don't worry about these 2. Watch this one, because all I have to do is do this. And that one goes into the hole, never to be seen again. You see, a lot of people think that magicians use sleight of hand, but that's not the case. They don't. They literally just use invisible holes. In fact, if you think it's sleight of hand, what I'll do is I'll put my hand in my pocket and I'll do this whole thing one-handed. Look, don't worry about this one. Watch this one, as that one goes right there into the hole as well. Now, that leaves us with that last coin. Now, the final coin, I'll be honest with you, no matter how hard you try, you can't get it into the hole. Do you know why, Michael?
Why?
It's because it's a little too big. I mean, it's a little bit too big to go in the hole. That's the problem. But, you know, if you figure that out, let me know. So, that's How long was that, Michael? About 10 minutes or
About
something?
10 minutes.
About 10 minutes. It's a really cool coin act using just 4 regular coins and a jumbo coin and a glass and 4 cards. And I'm going to go through that with you right now. And this is something that I perform all of the time. It's one of my favorite coin acts to perform. Doesn't use any gimmicks, nothing like that. You don't have to use silver dollars. I'm using silver dollars. You could use half dollars. You could use coins from your currency. It makes no difference. But for this Boxing Day, I'm going to go through how that whole thing works. So you need 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need a jumbo coin. I have 4 cards. You could use a deck, obviously, but I like to keep 4 cards separate for this when I'm doing this. And that's it. You need a glass. This is not the most ideal glass, but this is apparently the only one we could find in the kitchen.
It's
right,
the only glass in the kitchen.
It's the only glass in the kitchen, so it works. So the idea is the jumbo coin is going to go into your right-hand pocket. And when you want to start performing this, and look, I'm going to tell you right now, there's some stuff in here that's a little bit more tricky, especially if you're new into coin magic, but it's absolutely worth practicing at. And the whole thing is non-linear. If you just want to do the one routine, you can. That whole set is designed to have a starting point. It's designed to build, and it's designed to come full circle at the end. But if you don't want to do all of the different phases, you don't have to. If you just want to do one phase and practice one phase, that's absolutely fine. But you're going to learn some great coin techniques learning this whole act. So when you want to go into it, you're going to start off in this position. So you're going to have 2 coins classic palmed in your right hand. You're going to have 1 coin finger palmed in your right hand, and you have 1 coin finger palmed in your left hand. I typically have these in my pockets. And as I'm talking to the audience, I'm just going to reach into my pocket and classic palm 2 of the coins and finger palm 1. That is your starting position. So get yourself into that position. That's your starting position. And to make your hand look natural, I typically will be holding the glass like this. As I'm talking, I say, hey, we're going to need this glass later on. You'll see why in a bit. But when you put the glass down, you're going to begin. So the first production was first published in a routine called Penny Lane by Gary Kurtz and was in Richard Zelmaniac. So you're going to reach into the air and take a piece of nothing. Notice I'm using Ramsey subtlety. Now, Ramsey subtlety is when I curl my fingers, so you can't see that coin in finger palm, can you, Michael? No. So if I do this, it looks like my hand's empty, but I've actually got a coin there. So you do this, and I pretend to hold it here and display it between my fingers. And all I'm going to do, can you see there, Michael?
Yeah.
All I'm going to do is I'm pretending to hold this invisible coin. My thumb just does that. So my thumb comes to the edge of this coin and does that, which means that my left hand can grab the edge of that coin and come back like that. Okay? So from this side, you take a piece of nothing, you show it, and it looks like you just rub the invisibility off. Now, I need to get this back into finger palm. So I'm going to switch this coin from one of the coins in classic palm as I drop it on the table. So have a look at this angle. I've just produced the coin. I'm going to take the coin in finger palm in the right hand, finger palm it, and drop one of the classic palm coins onto the table. So I'm left with 1. So I'm only dropping 1 of those. That's called a controlled drop. You want to learn to control the drop of the coins in classic palm, okay? But in full speed, it should look like you take a piece of nothing, rub the invisibility off, and just pop it down on the table. How did that look?
Yeah,
cool.
Good.
So now I've got this in finger palm here. I've got this in classic palm, still got this finger palm here. The next coin that I'm going to produce is using the Doug Brewer Prince production, which is taking another piece of nothing here, again using Ramsey subtlety, using that same technique to show it, show this invisible coin. But instead of doing this that you did before, you're going to take the invisible coin, turn this hand over. Remember, there's this coin here. Turn this hand over, pretend to put the invisible coin in the hand, but actually grab the edge of this coin and then slowly open your hand, and it looks like the second coin appears. Okay? So in full speed, it's here, 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 here. How's that look?
That's good.
Now, you're now going to do a shuttle pass to switch this coin for this coin. Here's how it's going to work. You drop this coin here, and this hand is going to turn palm down, as this hand turns palm up and pushes this coin to the fingertips while keeping that coin in classic palm, okay? So you've just produced here, you show this coin, and you pretend to take it into this hand. But it actually stays there. You pretend to take it into this hand. But notice I'm using something called cap subtlety here. So my hand is kind of looking empty, but you can't see that coin there because of the mound of Venus. Right?
Yeah.
So I can now display this coin, and my right hand comes over and picks up this one as I clink them together, and I put them down here. Now notice what happens as I put them down here. This classic palm coin is right above the table. So this is classic misdirection. You put these two down here, I drop the coin from classic palm onto the table. As this hand comes up here, and I focus all of my eye, everything is focused here, as if I'm grabbing the final coin. Now I've added that coin down there, but nobody notices, because I just dropped it from classic palm. So I'm looking here, I'm watching this invisible coin, and then I do the pinch production up here to show this one, and I say the fourth one just appears on the table, and they look down, and they realize that's coins there, and it's like a kicker of the fourth coin just appearing. So in full speed, it looks like this. Watch the 4 coins. If I reach in, I take a piece of nothing. You can't see that piece of nothing until I rub the invisibility off. That's actually a silver dollar. This is most definitely an illusion of quality. I can take a second invisible coin. You can't see that one until I squeeze, and that one becomes visible. That is a second coin that becomes visible. So that's 1. That's 2. The third one is right there. When I squeeze, it becomes visible. But I do need 4, which is why if I snap my fingers, the fourth one appears on the table. Boom. Great production, really great production. So now you've produced the 4 coins. Now you're going to go into the first effect, which is a coins through table. And it's a couple of bits of mine. You have elements of Lou Gallo in here. You have elements of Michael Amar, and you have elements of Patrick Page, the late great Patrick Page in here as well. In essence, what's going to happen is you stack up the 4 coins. Okay. Once you've stacked up the 4 coins and you show them, you're going to throw them into this hand, but you're actually going to do something called the Benzeus friction palm, invented by a guy called Johnny Benzeus. And what's happening here is if I put the 4 coins on my fingertips and I just throw them into the other hand, friction will just keep 1 coin there in fingertip rest. That's called fingertip rest. Now, if I do it that way, you can see that coin. But if I pick the coins up here and I throw them like this, it looks like I throw them into the other hand, but really one of them has stayed over there. So for the coins through table, I pick up the 4 coins and I display them. You can have them examined if you want to. I then throw them into this hand, but I'm using the friction palm. And I say the coins are going to go through the table right there. And as I say right there, my fingers are pushing that coin into classic palm. So that when I come down, the coin's in classic palm. So this hand can go underneath the table, and all I'm going to do is bang the 3 coins onto the table, and a second later I'm just going to do this under the table, and you get this wonderful sound illusion of the first coin going right through. So that's number 1. Now for the second coin, you're going to do the Benzeus friction palm again. So you pick up the 3 coins, you do exactly the same thing. So you do the friction palm again. So there's only 2 here, there's 1 here. And as my right hand comes over here to turn that coin over, I classic palm. So here, 3, turn over, it's in fingertip rest. But as I come here, I classic palm the coin. So it's now classic palmed. So now this coin goes under the table. Instead of banging all 3 down on this second coin, I put 2 over here to one side and I do this. I go like that. And I act like I time this with this, and you get like that, and you show the second coin. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So now you're going to do that. You're going to set up for the third coin. The third coin uses my favorite technique. It uses the Gallo pitch, and the Gallo pitch by Mike Gallo is brilliant. The Gallo pitch looks like this: 2 coins over here, they're already gone. 2 coins left. And now, when I pick these up over here, there's 3 over here and there's 1 over there. Very briefly, to do the Gallo pitch, imagine there's an invisible X on the mat. You pick up 2 coins in each hand. Your right hand classic palms 1 of its coins. Your left hand is going to throw its 2 coins along this axis, and the goal is to have them land in the middle. As you say, 2 have gone. Now I pick up the first coin and I hold it deep into my hand. I pick up the second coin and I hold it here between the side of my forefinger and my thumb. like this. And what's going to happen, my right hand is going to throw just one coin. One is going to stay in classic palm. As my left hand turns palm up and moves out the way, like that. So my left hand's going to move out the way. But because it's holding its coin like this, it leaves that coin on the table. So here, you pick up your classic palm one. You throw along that axis. You pick up one, you pick up the second one in that grip, here, like this. You're then going to throw these along this axis, so this one lands in the middle as you move this hand out the way. And you tell me, Michael, you're watching it, how deceptive does that look? 2, 2.
Yeah, but it looks like you're throwing 2.
It really does, doesn't it? It's just beautiful, beautiful move. So you pick up the 2, and you put them underneath. And now you've only got one here, so you let that one go over here, and you go boom, 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 and you show 3. Now the final coin is a kicker where the other coins go up through the table. I first saw Michael Amar use this kicker, and he credited Lou Gallo. And it was a very different technique that Michael used. He kind of really took the coins under the table and then kind of tilted his arm back. I could never really make that look good. So what I do is I use a move by one of my favorite coin magicians, Rune Klan, and I'm going to use a move called the Viking Vanish. And this is what the Viking Vanish looks like. That's not the Viking Vanish, that's me dropping a coin. This is what the Viking Vanish looks like. Doesn't that look great?
Yeah, it does.
It really looks and sounds like the 3 coins are going in the hand. So how this is done is you pick up the 3 coins and you can you come in closer, Michael?
Yeah.
You see the 3 coins like this, yes? You're going to turn your hand over. Now, to break it down, as I turn my hand over, do you notice I create gaps in the coins?
Yeah.
That's why they're stepped like this, so I can create gaps as I turn my hand over. Those gaps are what are going to make the noise of the coins landing in the hand. Now my thumb comes here and rests against the base of the fingers, and then my middle finger drops the coins against the thumb, which immediately the middle finger picks those coins up and comes away with the coins in finger palm. So in full speed, with an exposed angle, trying to do it like this is difficult. And you see what's happening? Yeah. Here, like that. But from the front, you show the 3 coins. It really looks like they're going in the hand. Now, you're not using this as a vanish. I won't lie, this is tricky. It just is. You're gonna throw them into this hand like this. And then I say, and I kind of curl my arm. I kind of cross my arms. I hold these coins up here and I say, the last one, I'm going to go make it really hard for myself. Now, as I say that, I'm going to classic palm these 3 finger palmed coins silently. So I'm going to use my thumb to lever those coins up. And then my middle finger is going to go against the face of them. And my forefinger and my ring finger are going to straddle these coins from the side, which means I can silently move them into classic palm. So they go from here, straddle, push, boom, silently into classic palm, okay? So that whole thing looks like this. The 3 coins are gone. Now the final coin, it's going to go long, and it only takes a second, and I've got the 3 coins in classic palm, and then I come over and I pick this coin up, I put it in the middle. These 3 coins go underneath, and I'm just gonna hit, and as I hit, I'm gonna drop those classic palm coins, and you've got the kickback of them coming up. So in full speed, that particular routine looks like this. You do the friction palm, classic palm as you point here. This is in classic palm. This hand goes underneath. You have the first one go through. You drop it here. Friction palm again, so you've stolen the second coin. Classic palm as you pick up this coin. This one goes underneath. You leave that 2 over there, and you do that. Second one goes through. Now you do the Gallo pitch to show you've got 2 in each hand. These 2 go underneath, this stays here, and you do that one on 3. That's the third one. And the final one, you do the Viking Vanish. Just explain what you're going to do. Classic palm those coins, put that there. These 3 go underneath, and you have the 4 coins go up. Okay? So the second phase. The third phase is the coin to glass. So you're going to use a Jeff Latter modification of a David Roth sleight now to get 2 coins ahead. So you pick up the 2 coins, right? You pick up the 4 coins, sorry. And Roth's original technique for classic palming one coin from a stack was to hold the coins like this, push the top coin over, and as you turned your hand over to display, that coin is now in classic palm. So if you throw them over there, that coin is going to stay there, right? That's a Roth technique. It was taught in Expert Coin Magic. Latter suggested that you could use this with a slight modification to classic palm 2 coins. So you do the Roth technique. So in other words, you push forward, it's on the tips of the fingers, you turn your hand over as you show 4 coins. And then as you're kind of showing them and displaying them, you're going to pull this coin back on top of this one as you're displaying the coins, which means that you've now got 2 in classic palm. So when I throw them into this hand, it looks like all 4 go over, but I've actually got 2 coins in classic palm. In full speed, it looks like this. 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch the 4 coins. Do not blink for a second. I'm going to show you something amazing. So now I'm 2 coins ahead. And I say to the audience, I am not at any point going to open this hand until all 4 coins have gone into this glass. And as I say that, I'm going to turn this hand over. And as I turn this hand over, I'm going to heel clip one of these 2 coins. So as I turn my hand over, look at what happens here. My fingers push that coin to heel clip. Now, one of my pet hates when I watch magicians is watching them do this sort of thing as they do the heel clip. Don't do that, just literally turn your hand over. So in full speed, it should look like this. You show the 4 coins, you display them to the audience and you let them see 4 coins. You throw them into this hand, and by the time you've brought that glass over, that's in heel clip. So the first coin, you're just going to come over, you're going to drop that coin from classic palm as you squeeze. So as you squeeze, you're just going to drop that first coin. It's a controlled drop like before, so you're only dropping 1 and not 2. And you show, and don't, when I first taught Ryland this, he was rubbish at it. And the reason he was is because, and his classic palm's good, the reason he was rubbish at it is because he was just doing this. And it just looked terrible. The whole point of bringing your hand over the glass is to hold the glass like this. So you hold the glass like this, and you have the first one come through, and then you change your grip to this grip, keeping that other one in classic palm, and you tip and you show 1 coin. Very important that that's still held there in heel clip, right? You then pick this coin up and drop it back into the glass. And now you're going to grab the glass again, getting ready to drop this second one, and you do this. And you immediately bring your hand to the side because there's no other coins in classic palm now. So you can almost make it look like your hand was not on top of the glass at all. So you can say, look, that's the second one. And you tip these 2 out and show 2. Now you're going to use the Vernon steel to steal this coin. So as soon as you tip these 2 out like this, you put the glass back there and you say, I don't want you to think the coins are going up my sleeve. And as I say, I don't want you to think the coins are going up my sleeve, I actually steal that one out in thumb palm. So all I'm going to do, my forefinger is going to go on top of the fist. This hand turns over, and as it does, my thumb grips this coin in thumb palm as I come up the fist across and down. Does that make sense? So yeah. I'm here, this is in heel clip, I go, so I tip this out, I go, right, 2 coins have gone. Now I don't want you to think the coins are going up my sleeve and across, because that's not happening. So I've got this in thumb palm. As I come down to pick this first one up and put it into the glass, I'm going to classic palm that coin from thumb palm to classic palm as I pick up the first coin and then the second coin, which means now I can pick this glass up. As I pick this glass up, I'm going to heel clip this final coin. So I'm going to take this final coin and heel clip it and rest my hand on the table in a fist. I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to shake, drop that coin on top of the other 2, bring the hand to the side, tip out and show 3, and put the glass back down on the table. Now I pick up these 3 coins, and as I do, I classic palm the first one. So I pick up the first one, classic palm it, then I pick up the second one and the third one. It looks like I've picked up all 3, but I've actually classic palmed the first one, if that makes sense. And I'm now going to do a hang ping chen. So what I'm going to do, remember this is in heel clip, I'm going to go, remember, 3 coins have gone, 1 is left. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw these 2. And as I throw these 2, this hand rotates out the way and leaves that heel clipped coin there. So in full speed, it's here. You've got 3. So remember, 1, 2, 3, and 1 left to go. And it really does look very, very deceptive, but now I've got this one here. Now all I do is I pick up these 3, I add the 4th one, and I drop everything in, and you can't tell how many coins are in there. It just looks like you've dropped some coins in. So I go the last one, you can't see it, you can't hear it, but it goes, that's all 4. So in full speed, that particular phase looks like this. So you go, look, 4 coins. I have 4 coins. Now I've made them go through the solid table. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to make these coins jump from my hand into the glass. But at no point am I going to open up this hand until all 4 coins are over here. So it stays in a fist. And the idea is to make the coins jump from here to here. And if I just squeeze like that, the first coin jumps right there into the glass. Now you might have missed it, so I'll do it again. Look, 1 there, 3 there. But all I have to do is squeeze. And as I do, the second one goes into the glass. Now, some people, they say it goes up my sleeve, it goes across my chest. I wouldn't do that. You'd see it go up my sleeve. I've got no sleeves on. I don't do that. What I do is I drop these 2 over here. I keep this one here. I just squeeze. And when I do, the 3rd one goes across. Now, at this point, I realize it's getting very annoying, but I've only got 1 coin left. 1, 2, 3. The last one's a bit different because you don't see it go. You don't hear it go, but it goes. That's all 4. Boom. So that's the 3rd phase. Now, your reasoning to do matrix at this point is because you picked the coins up. When you were making them jump from one place to another, you picked the coins up. So with this phase, logically, the way to do that is to not pick the coins up and cover them up instead. And that's where you're going to do matrix. Now this is just a classic matrix. This is a classic matrix. I'm using the Dingle-Schneider pickup move, and I'm using a very simple displacement at the beginning. I'll go through that for you. So you've got 4 cards. I use the 4 kings. And this is how you do the steal. I'm going to hold the card, and by the way, give the cards a slight bend like that. It's going to make things a bit easier for you. You're going to hold the cards like that. Do you see that, Michael?
Yeah.
So my finger and my thumb should be able to touch underneath the cards. And what I'm going to do is, and this is kind of really cool, I'm going to pull the first card off, and I am actually putting it off. So I'm here, I cover up this coin with the packet of cards. Notice how I'm holding these like this. I put my finger on top of the top card and I just pull the rest away. So that card ends up over that coin. That is legit. The reason I do a legit one first is because this one I'm faking it. Because I'm going to do that, and it looks sorry, let's get it right. It looks the same, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I've actually stolen that coin. Okay, so what's happening here? Can you see that, Michael? As I come over, I'm literally taking that coin right there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I'm giving you an exposed angle here. I'm literally taking that coin, but my finger is leaving it there. Now notice I tilt my hand this way slightly, which completely covers the angles. That coin is now very well hidden underneath that card, and no one's going to see anything. So in full speed, you take the first one there, you take the second one there. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah.
Now you've got this here. You're going to cover up the 3rd one, but you're just going to leave that right by the side of it. Don't clink them together. Just leave it right by the side of it. Tilt the cards forward and put the 3rd one there. So now you've stolen, that stolen coin is in this position, and the last card goes there. So that lay down in full speed looks like this. You tell me if this looks any good, Michael. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
Should
that's
look
good.
Should look pretty good. So now I say this coin is going to be the leader coin. And as I say that, I do a Dingle-Schneider pick-up a move, invented by Derek Dingle and L. Schneider, which basically means you're picking up a card and a coin. That's all you're doing. But your middle finger is at the outer side of the card. And the reason for that is you kind of get that snap when you pick everything up. So you're here and you get that snap. It's a really nice, satisfying snap. So you say, this is the leader coin. And I show it and I put it down here. And then I kind of go, no, actually, we'll make this the leader coin over here. And what I do is I do another Dingle-Schneider pickup here. So I've got the coin. I pick up this one, simulating a Dingle-Schneider pickup, but that's just a pickup. And then I switch positions and I put that card there. So in other words, I've moved that hidden coin from there to there. So I go, right, this is going to be the leader coin, this one right here. Actually, you know what? No, we'll make this one over here the leader coin. That's the one, so it's going to be the leader coin. So now I'm set. Now remember, there's nothing underneath this one. So the first one, I literally show this coin here like this. If you want to, you can give one last look over there. You can even pick up like this and like this. And you can show one there, it's totally up to you. But all you're gonna do is, you're gonna show, and then you're gonna do a Dingle-Schneider with this hand, and it looks like that first coin drops over there. It's actually here. Now, I put these cards together like this, which means if I want to, I can flash the other side of these cards. Put the cards together like this, and that gives me a reason. I put them into the same hand so I can reposition those coins. I want to put them like that because then when I put this card on top, so I'm just taking the one with the coin, when I put this on top, it's going to clink. It's not going to clink, right? So I'm here, here. So now the next one is over here. So I say, well, this is the next one. Watch. And you get that lovely moment. And again, if you want to, you can show. I tend not to show the other side of this, but you can. I tend to just leave it like this. But you move this up here slightly. And the last one, you cover everything up. And you go, watch. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it looks great. So in full speed, that phase looks like this. So I've got 4 cards, I've got 4 coins, and the cards cover up the coins. Now, even though the cards are covering up the coins, you know exactly where they are the whole time. I'll also tell you that this coin over here is the leader coin, and it's going to be used to attract its. Now, you know what? I'm going to make this one over here the leader coin because it's further away. It'll make it more difficult. And we'll start with this coin, actually. This coin here is going to jump to join the leader coin. So watch and don't blink. 1, 2, 3. That's the first one right there. Now, you might have missed it, so I'll do it again for you. Watch carefully. The next one will go all the way from down here. And it's as quick as a hiccup. The final one, the hardest one, you know exactly what's going to happen, but I can still make that one go. Boom. So you put the cards away. And the final phase, you're going to vanish these coins. Now, here's how you're going to do it. You're going to do a Johnny Benzayas friction palm. So you're going to pick up the 4 coins, do a friction palm, so the coin's here. And I'm going to immediately go into this pocket and take out an invisible hole. Really, I'm taking nothing. I'm just using that as an excuse to ditch that first coin. So now I'm 1 behind. And now I'm going to do a click pass by Richard Sanders, which is a great click pass to use if you're 1 behind and you want people to think you've got the amount of coins that you're meant to have. So you open up your hand, you take this first coin out, you flick it up in the air, and you say, this will be the first coin, then these 3. And what I do is I open up this hand, there's only 2 here. I open up this hand, and I use this coin to hit against these ones. And as I do the hit, the 3rd hit, I leave it there. So it looks like they saw 1 over here and 3 over here. Okay, so in full speed, you say, I'm going to need an invisible hole for this. Here we go, I'll put it right there. And I'm going to make these coins 1 at a time drop into the invisible hole. First this one, then these 3, at which point they'll become invisible. That looks so cool. Now the next one, you're going to pick up the 3 coins, and again you're going to do a friction palm. As you say, watch the hole. I'm going to classic palm this coin, watch the hole. I now drop these 2 onto the table, and I just drop this one into the hole, and I show my hand empty as I rub the dust away from the invisible hole. Okay. Now you're going to do a click pass, and you're going to use, you're going to have some justification to put your hand in your pocket, which I first came up with in a routine called the Monster Coin Routine, which is on the NETRIX and also on my Parlour DVD. But you're going to use like a variation of a Roth click pass from Expert Coin Magic. So you're going to pick the first coin up and you're going to really put it in your hand. And then you're going to apparently put the second coin in your hand, but not really. What's happening is you first put the first coin in your hand for real, and then the second coin, I pick it up and I hold it at the tips of the fingers, and as I apparently drop it in, I drop the coin from classic palm onto it. And you get that clink, and it should look quite good. How's that look, Michael?
Yeah, it looks
1, 2.
It looks like you dropped it in the
It
hand.
really does, doesn't it? Now, so I say, right, there's 2 coins left, and I'm going to give you a choice. I'll do it one of 2 ways. Way number 1, I'll put my hand in my pocket, and I give them a reason to put my hand in my pocket. So I say, number 1, I'll put my hand in my pocket, or number 2, I'll leave my hand out in full view. What would you prefer? And they always say in the pocket. They always say in the pocket. If they don't, you just leave your hand like this. But it's better to have your hand in your pocket. If you're worried that they're going to say that, which they're not, the other thing that you can do is you say, I'll make it really hard. I'll put my hand in my pocket. And you just give them the one thing. You say, look, so it would look like this. You'd say, look, that leaves us with 2 coins. I'll make this next one really hard. I'll just put my hand in my pocket. Now, while your hand's in your pocket, you're going to silently drop those 2 coins, and you're going to grab the jumbo coin. Okay, and you're here, and that's all happening in your pocket as you focus attention here. So you drop that coin onto the table, and you say the last one, and you're leaving this in your hand pocket. You go boom, and you throw that one, and it was great because they heard 2 coins, and now boom, the third one's vanished, and then your hand comes out of your pocket. And you're just holding the jumbo coin like this. You're not doing anything fancy. You're not doing any jumbo coin manipulation like this. Wow, look, I'm Gary Kurtz. You're not doing any of that. You're just holding the coin like this with your fingers. So you can pick this last coin up and you can show it. And you can say this last coin, no matter how hard I try, it won't go in the hole. And you know why? And they go, no, why? And you go, well, it's too big. And what I do is I look at my hand to see what way the coin is orientated. So I can see the head is here. So I turn it tail side up. I say, yeah, it's too big. You can't tell until I rub it. And all I'm doing is spellbound with the jumbo coin. So I'm here. I'm literally just coming here. And as soon as my hand covers, I drop that coin. And then my fingers immediately grab that. And I come back in a rubbing gesture. And from this side, you go, well, it's too big. It really is. Look, you can't get it in. You can't tell until I rub it. Does that look a little bit bigger? And that's the big finish. And they can examine that. And you left out holding out 1 coin. I mean, you can, if you want to, do a... But that's more advanced. We're not going to get into that stuff right now. But I'll do that final phase for you one more time so you can see exactly what it looks like. So that final phase, we've just finished the matrix. You say, look, I've made the coins jump, I've made the coins travel, I've made the coins go from solid through solid. I'll finish off by making them disappear. Now, it's very difficult for a magician to make something disappear unless they've got one of these. This is an invisible hole. Anything that drops inside the hole will disappear forever. You'll never see it again. Let me give you an example. I'll start with this coin, this one here, and then we'll use these 3. But this one first. Watch, I just drop it right there into the hole. That's the first one. Now that leaves us with 3. The first one's gone right there into the hole. You can't see it, but it's there. That leaves us with 3. Let's do this one. Watch, I just do this. That one goes into the hole. That leaves us with 2 coins. Now, I am genuinely putting these coins in the hole. I'm not using sleight of hand. And to prove it, this next one, I'll put my hand in my pocket and I will leave it there. In other words, it will be one-handed, thus completely eliminating sleight of hand. Don't watch that one, watch this one. As I drop that one in the hole. Now, honestly, the last one is the hardest one. The reason it's the hardest one is because it's too big. I can't drop it in there. Even if I squeeze and I concentrate, it won't go in there. And the reason is it's a bit too big. You probably can't tell until I rub it. Does that look a little bit bigger to you, Michael? It probably does, yeah. Let me just shrink it back down. Oh my God, it's a miracle. Look at that. Now it's bigger again. Oh my God, I'll put it in my pocket. And look, it's now come back out again. I'll put it in my pocket. It just keeps doing it. I can't control. I'll put it over there. Oh my God, what's going on? It's jumping through the hand. Sorry. Anyway, that's like a solid 10-minute act right there with coins. There's some more tricky sequences, there's easier sequences, but here's the thing. If you want to get into coin magic, and you learn this 10-minute act, I guarantee you'll blow any audience away. If you get that little 10-minute act down, you're doing the classics of magic. They're classics for a reason. But the other thing is, learning coin magic will make you a better card magician. It'll make you a better magician, period. Because there's certain things that you learn as a coin magician that you don't learn as a card magician. A lot of card magicians that I know of, they're scared of palming. They just are. They don't want to palm because they're scared of it. And with coin magic, you have to palm. There ain't much you can do with coin magic if you can't palm something secretly in your hand. So that magician's guilt with palming, that will go immediately. You'll learn more about choreography. There's a lot that you'll learn from learning coin magic, even if you never perform it to people in a real world, and you just study the techniques of coin magic. I genuinely believe it will make you a better magician. So, it's Boxing Day now. You're probably sitting around doing nothing but eating turkey and watching shit films. That's what you're going to be doing for the next week, let's be honest. And probably getting drunk and getting sick to death of mince pies and turkey and Christmas pudding and all that stuff. And, you know, the kids are probably annoying you if you've got kids. If you haven't got kids, you're probably just annoyed anyway. Or free. I'm just jealous. Either way, use this time to learn some coin magic. And if you do, watch this video back a few times. And I guarantee you that the work that you put in now will pay dividends in the future. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me on Boxing Day. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you haven't already watched a Penguin holiday special, please do so. It's worth watching just because Penguin and Carissa Hendricks made me dance. She's scary. Carissa's scary, and she's scary just as Carissa. Forget about Lucy Darling. She made me dance. I didn't like it, Michael. It was horrible. So it's worth watching just to watch me dance. Nobody wants to see that. Anyway, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, you know, all that stuff. I will be back again tomorrow with a brand new video. We've got a video going up every single day over Christmas, so make sure you stick with us. I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Craig, and this is Magic TV.